Hi everyone, welcome to Poetology. This is the time of year where all the Hobonichi fans order their annual planner, and I had a lot of fun last year showing you what was inside my Hobonichi parcel, and lo and behold, this year's Hobonichi Techo package has arrived, and I will do a little video to show you what planners I got this year, as well as some of my other favorite notebooks that have just arrived. For many years now, I've been waiting for Hobonichi eagerly every September and October and ordering my new planner from them. I absolutely love the paper, I love the style, and so this year is no exception. Here is my Hobonichi Techo 2025 package. I'm very excited about this. Every time it's so cool, even though I know obviously exactly what's inside, I still get very excited to open the parcel. Isn't it always a bit like Christmas when you get something you really want? And it's even better that it comes from Japan, because obviously I don't get parcels from the other side of the world that regularly. This is this year's quote. Before you think of anything, write, "That made me happy." Don't ask yourself what made you happy until afterwards. Then write down the answer, even if you really have to dig for one. You could also try, "That made me sad," or "That was delicious." I don't know if that's the best writing advice, but you could try it. This is a new pouch for my Hobonichi weeks. It's probably what I'm most excited about. I splurged on this. Whether it was justified remains to be determined. And this year again I got the One Piece editions, which is why I had to wait until October to place my order. That's when they became available. They weren't available from the get-go. Okay, so here we go. This year's Hobonichi haul. This is one of their gifts. I got 3 of the pens. I quite like these colors, but I don't tend to use these pens much. I guess it's not my thing. But yeah, I've got loads of them by now. This Techo weeks is for my partner. They've started using a Hobonichi planner last year, and that's their second. So I'll put it aside for now. And this is this year's cousin One Piece edition. Here's the little flyer that they always include. It looks different from the usual. Oh, obviously you can open it up and get a tiny creepy poster. So this looks very much like last year's. I'm thinking probably the comics will be different on the pages, so that's the reason why I wanted it, because you get little comic strips and a larger image for each month, and it's just entertaining to have little extras to look at, something to be excited about for your year. And at the end there's more of this. Oh wow, this is new. Really cool. A whole illustration in the notes page. And yeah, okay, they've included more, which is really cool. To be fair, I haven't read One Piece or watched it. I need to catch up with that, I suppose. If I'm going to buy this planner every year, then probably I should know a little bit more about, the original. But yeah, I think this looks really cool, and I will be using the same cover as last year, and I've been using it for many years. I like this dreamy boy with a white dove on his head, reading a comic book and with an alto recorder tucked into his backpack. So I think I'll be using this again. I wish I could just buy new covers every year sometimes, but you know, when you like one, just use it, right? Until it's falling apart. That's my politics anyway. So I'll keep using this one, which I really like. Now, my Hobonichi Weeks is also a One Piece special, as it was this year. So this year I had the blue one here with the little ships flying in the sky, which I really loved. I hesitated between this and the snake one. 2025 will be the year of the snake, and I really like the astrological signs. I've had it several times. I've had the year of the pig or the wild boar, which is my Chinese sign actually. And then I skipped a few years and I had the tiger and the rabbit. So I really like those two. I always these days take the Thai textile ones. I like using textile on these Hobonichi Weeks. Now, here we go. There is also the usual flyer here, so I can plaster my walls with it. And here it is. Hobonichi Weeks One Piece edition. I think it looks really lovely. I like all the little details, the different designs. And red is not normally my favorite color, but I think it will be nice for a change. Now, I have a video talking about how I use these planners, so feel free to check it out if you're interested in that. I will now open this pouch that I'm so excited about. So normally with the Hobonichi Weeks I don't use any pouch. I like it just on its own. I do have this big Hobonichi wallet that I use for all of my stuff. It's pretty full of things. And it has this external pocket where you can tuck your Hobonichi Weeks, and that's how I keep it relatively safe when I'm going somewhere and I'm taking it with me. But I decided when I saw this that I needed it, of course. I really love these cotton pouches. There we go. Okay, so this looks really cool. It looks like I can tuck the weeks here. Well, that's hard work. Maybe here is better. And then I can put some cards here if I want. I can tuck something else here. And there's still space in a pouch for whatever I wish to include. So this gives me more options when I want to take less with me. I can just put a few things here. I could also have writing material and maybe a notebook here. We'll find out later if my other notebook fits or doesn't fit. We'll check. So yeah, this is my new setup. How does this work? I guess it's just like that. I could maybe add an elastic to keep it close. We'll see if I do that. And now, coming back to the gift, I have no idea actually. I haven't watched any other videos yet, so I don't know what I'll find in here. Here we go. That's really cool. It's a little notebook. BDBH. So just a simple but very nice looking square notebook. We'll see if I use it, if I give it to someone. Yeah. Last year I also presented these notebooks that I found by Yamamoto Paper, which have maps on them. One is a city map, one is a topographical map of an area, and a weather map. And there's a fourth one which has a constellation map that was sold out last year when I tried to get it. And this year I found it on the journal shop, and I have just received this through the post this morning. So let's check it out. Now that's very secure packaging, maybe a little overdone. I think this would have been enough. And here it is, with the constellation map. Really beautiful. And you just slip it out. And there we go. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I really love it. What I love is the format. The paper is fine, but I do prefer thinner paper, like ultralight paper, like the one in Hobonichi, or, you know, Tomo River paper, more than this type of paper, but I still like it, and I like paper to be off-white as well. The constellation names are in French, I can see now. I didn't know this map would be in French, but I think I really like that. So last year I said I didn't know what I would be doing with these books just yet, and now I know because I've started using them. So what I've been using them is for poetry courses. I started the year with an Arvin intensive with Helen Ivory and Jess Mukherjee on transformation and magic. And so I took all my notes in this first notebook. And then later I did a masterclass, also in poetry, with Anthony Anaxagoro, and it was, I think, a 3-month course with weekly workshops. And I took my notes in this notebook and most of this notebook. I still have a few pages to go. And now I have one last course for the year, which is also a poetry school course called On Being Ill When the Lights of Health Go Down with Eleanor Penny. And so I'm hoping to write all my notes in this notebook, and maybe I'll have some space left for any thoughts I have about all of these poetry courses I've done this year. I really like this series. This is by far my favorite, and I wish they had more series, but there just seems to be this and then plain notebooks. So maybe that's it for me with Yamamoto Paper, or maybe there will be more in the future. Now, the main question is it too big for this? Yes. These are even taller than the Hobonichi Weeks, which means it wouldn't fit in a pocket here, but I think I can. This has a magnet, by the way. I was wondering if it was safely closed. It is. There's a magnet. I think I can just put it here and then close it if I want to take it with me. It pokes out a little bit, but not by much, so it is feasible if I want to. I'm also wondering about Traveler's Notebooks. This is one of my favorite planners as well. I think I have another video about this. So this, as you see, is also slightly taller, meaning that it wouldn't fit in the pocket, although can you tuck it in the way I did? So it's a bit tight to tuck it in like that. Maybe without the cover it would be possible, but it's not meant to be in the same one. I should probably check actually. Let me just check. So you see, even without the cover, it's still a very big notebook, so you can put it in like this, but it's not made for it. So yeah, either way, this has some flexibility. I can actually carry the other notebooks I have if I want to. They're just not a perfect fit. So this is it for me this year with Hobonichi and Yamamoto papers. I really hope you enjoyed this little dive into my latest purchases. There are more videos about how I use my notebooks, and if you want more of those, please let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to show you more. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you are ordering any planner for 2025, and I hope to see you again in the next video very soon. Bye!